Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am here to do the unveiling of and flip through of two of my most recent journals. And this one, it will start with, she's a big girl. She's a very big girl. And it is called So Big, so how appropriate, right? The cover of this was just, kind of worn from being taken in and out of shelves, but overall it was in really good shape. And if you've seen some of the other videos, I did this, and the next one I'm going to show you, how many did I do? 3 or 4 in reverse. So I had all the pages and I didn't want to keep all of the pages and continuing to flip through those because it just doesn't work for me. So instead of doing it by picking a cover, then picking the pages, I did it all in reverse. You can see that video as well on journal tutorials. But let's just get started. So I did go ahead and create a big floofy, here, let me move this aside, dangle, and it's just got, it's got lace, and it's got seam binding, it's got some ribbon. I had all of these little plastic, they would have been used for like a baby shower kind of party thing. So I put those on there, some little flowers, and topped it with one of the crocheted flowers. This is from Temu. And there's just some gingham and cute little, very whimsical, it kind of all goes with the cover itself. And I just used this little clothespin clip so that it can be taken on and off. I didn't make a permanent place to adhere it. I did wrap this. This is like a baby headband, and this is just a little clip, a little barrette. And so I just put that on there as the closure, just to keep it a little more intact. And then I'll share with you, initially I did not have this here. But you know what? Sometimes, the first time that I've done this, but I had a little mistake, a little snafu. And so I needed to pivot and figure it out. So now we have the pink seam binding. This, if you don't remember, this is something that I found in my grandma's stash, Mo, and she had done this. These are the fabrics that were in Demi's baby quilt. Or no, it was actually when she had a bed. It was for her twin bed, but it was a different design. These, I had a quilt made out of something similar to this too. I really dig the 30s fabrics. It is very, very thick, and it has dimensions of just under 8 by 6 and a half. It is, well, if I don't hold it, it's 4 inches deep. And it has 112 pages, friends, 112 pages and 224 double-sided. So this will be listed in the Maker's Market. When you see this, it will be listed, and we'll get started with the inside. I used the same fabric both on the front and on the back, and we've got some little goodies. This is it's actually from the book called Baby's First Book. And I just did a little journal card there. We've got a cute little baby picture and another fabric journal card. I did keep the cover of this little piece, and this was from one of those books that you slide the pictures in. It's like, the Victorian ones that they have. It was similar to those. It was, I believe it might have been like baby related, if I'm not mistaken. And then I used the cover and popped that inside so you could still see the So Big by Esther and Eloise Wilkin. And then I used this little boy on the other side as well. So he's peeking through that little window. Just some cutouts from a vintage book. This is a little paper clip And this one, I don't know if I did this one or if Sandy did this one. Sandy from Wilhelmina Junk Journals gave me this inspo, and I made a bunch of these, and I think this might be hers. A little collage. This was from a masterboard, a baby pattern in here. It is not a baby book, but it's definitely got focus on baby kind of related items. I do have the entire book inside, and so every single page from the book is in there. This is just a little pocket from fabric. These, I just used some letters and cut out. This is from a vintage pattern. This is one of my little clusters. Kool-Aid dyed paper. This is from Love is a Special Way of Feeling. The book, I had a couple pages left over. This is just a cluster piece that I had put together. These have this has a little boy on it and a little dangle there. This is wallpaper. Another little clip. We've made these before, and pop that on there. More of this, more of the book. This was a really fun one because I did use pages that I had. I didn't go create more new pages. I just used what I already had and altered all of those, and so it was kind of fun to do. This is just an old torn envelope. It's got some little things inside of here. There's a little baby announcement and some other little goodies tucked inside. I had this little bow I used, some vellum. And this is just, we're having a shower with little bonnet babies in there. This was from, I bought a bunch of ephemera, a big ephemera pack from a lady, and it was actually from the 40s. And it was, I believe, yeah. And it was her, all stuff from when she was a baby. So that was kind of fun. This as well. That was a little advertisement, I think, in there. So we're getting to the second signature. Here's another one of these that I made. This is just a little paper clip. There is some more ephemera, original ephemera in there. I left this blank so someone could write on it. I clipped in this is a little piece of kind of chroma collage, but I did with the bingo card. It is clipped in there, and then if you open it up, there's another pocket here that you can put goodies in as well. So there's that. Oops, I didn't do that very good. More wallpaper, the other side of the book, more ephemera from that little purchase. Another little cluster. This is a piece of vintage wallpaper border. So you can write on the back, and it's got little elefantes. Cute. Just simple little things, and it ended up coming together so awesome. These I made before. These are just little like library mini pockets. These were pre-made. I did do a tutorial on Template Tuesday where I recreated that. And then there's plenty of space in here, so given the fact that you want it to be able to have room to breathe, because I put a lot of pages in there. This is the center, and I'm not going to flip through all of this, but essentially it's all blank. Now, a couple of things. I initially planned on doing this. First mistake that I made. I first planned on doing this as a Midori piece in the middle, okay? So that it could be taken in and out. Well, I kind of forgot about that. Secondly, for the first time ever, I sewed this in backwards. Yeah. So I had to take it out. And, well, I did do it Midori style, sort of-ish. It had the elastic, so I had to cut the end. The elastic was all hidden behind this spine. But when I had realized the error of my ways, I had to cut it out, and then I put it back in. But the nice part is that now, if somebody wanted, this is literally, this whole middle signature is all just writing paper. So you could untie this on the back side, take this out and change it up and add more pages. So there is that. Again, plenty of room in between so that it can grow. Another ruffle. Another little baby, little glittery baby piece. This was a piece, I think it was on a pillowcase, if I'm not mistaken. Some piano roll. More. This is a piece that I did. We did this on camera. What did I make that with? I do not recall. But just so fun. Tons and tons of journaling space in this one. These I made several years ago, but I used men's ties and made all kinds of little tucks and pockets out of the ties. So if you want to see that, it's in, I believe it's in the Unique Ephemera category on my playlist. There's some kitty cats. And so basically what I did mostly was, sewed around pocket or along pages that I already had. We had made this. This is like a pocket here. There's a pocket up here. There's a pocket over here. So lots of little pockets. These were some of the new Magnolia stamps. I got a huge binder full and I'm absolutely loving them. So I added that in there. This is one of my banner pockets. Another little tag. Lots of little things clipped in so the person that receives this can use it. This is a baby layette tag, just plain on the back. Again, tons of writing space. I used a lot of these fun paper clips that I'm in love with in there. This is just a little tuck. I picked these up not so long ago. That's a helmet. Hello, my name is. But I tried not to over embellish pages, so there's lots and lots of writing space. This is just a belly band. This was inspired by the table setting pieces that I did. These went around napkins similar to this for my sister's wedding. And there is a journal card in here. Another little doily. I used some of the new, I just got these to a Demi not so long ago. They're what would be in a doctor's office or dentist's office for their charts. And so I got a whole bunch of those. Whole box full. Another collage page. This is from an old eclectic primer reader. I don't show you every single thing that's inside of these because I think that's half the fun of the recipient getting it and getting to explore at each and every page. I did put my Handmade with Love ribbon on there and I did sign it. And that is the first one. So big. I love it. And I'm really excited about how it turned out because, like I said, I did those in the opposite. These are some things I might put in the next one, so that's why I have them here. This, same thing, also did this in reverse. On this one, I did put a permanent hook, so this dangle can come off. But it's all in the pinks and the yellows and the oranges. You know my favorite colors. There's a little motel key in there. A milk pog. There's some little lemons and some little flowers, all clipped on, mushrooms, all clipped on with bulb pins so they can all come off. A lot of people, it's nice to make a journal where these are on here, but a lot of people like to actually use these in their journals. So cut pieces off of it, and it's all made to do that. So that will just set aside here. This is called Story Caravan, and I've been saving this journal cover for the book for a long time to do a journal because I just love these colors. It is 8.5 by 5 and, oops, almost 6. Almost 6. Where are my notes on this? Do I have? Well, hopefully they're inside. Oh, no, they're right here. This beauty has, it's 6 by 8.5. It has 104 pages. 204 pages. And then, so two-sided, so 208 pages. And then it's just tied with a simple gingham ribbon, and then there she goes. I did use the eyelets to pull those through so they can be taken out. And this was another piece from Mo's goodies. It was a piece that she would have been a quilt block or portion of one. And I thought it was just so cool because you could put something on, you know, with a name or label it with a year or something like that. It just made a really cool spine. The back I left as it was, and I just kind of worked with the shape of that quilt block. So pretty sweet. Okay, let me make sure I'm in. This is not going to be probably totally in frame, I bet. Oh yeah, it is. So to get started, inside we have some old game pieces, a little cluster. This is just a paint swatch, and a little, this book belongs to, and then another, this is just probably a Project Life card. I did, in the inside of this one, used 2 different kinds of ribbon on the seam. It does have, let's see, I'm pretty sure this one has 2 signatures, 2 Big Mama signatures. And again, these were all things that I used the base, the pages, and then embellished from there. This was, we made these together. These actually, these were in one of my art books, and they were just like swatches of colors. And I don't know if I did them. I think I did, but anyway, they're from a long time ago. And then I just stamped on them and cut them out. There's old reader. I used lots of those letters. What was the brand of those? It used to be a brand I really liked. And I had a bunch of letters left over. This I did to sample a long time ago when I did the haul. And I had that page, so I just popped that in there. This was just a piece of mixed media paper. And then I put just the little index card on here. Most everything that I had, all came from what I had already pre-made. So that was kind of fun. This is a little, one of those, well, they used to send them, and you would write a letter and it would give you a prompt. Like this one says, "You are remarkable because," it's sealed on and opened on, so somebody can fill that out if they wish. This is the duplication side of a workbook, a multiplication workbook. This is one side of the envelope. I just tucked a few little things in the top, and you can put things in the bottom too if you want. And you flip it over, and then you've got this envelope, and it actually opens up, flips open, and there's another little tag inside of that. And it just goes like that. More reader, lots of readers in here. I used some of the GIMP trim, love that GIMP. This is just a side pocket with a little tag. And then this is a envelope side pocket. This is I think this was, when I Kool-Aid dyed everything, I had a bunch of papers, and I would just as I was transferring it to where I was going to dry it, I would just dribble some of the leftover that ran off onto these pages. And this is one of the pages. I believe that's what that is. This is actually a paper bag full of goodies, and another Project Life card. This is some old dictionary. Another one of the little girl paper clips onto some coffee dyed braille. Lots of reader workbook type of pages, more mixed media paper. Another little pocket just decorated with some goodies and a little tag in there. It's very sturdy. This pocket I left with nothing on it and nothing in it so that the person can add to it. One of the things that I really had fun adding this time, I bought, I think it was probably at a thrift store. Oh, you know what? I think it was at the Create Exchange in Cedar Rapids. And they had a whole box that kind of looked like a tackle box that was about that long. And it was full of different clothing tag sizes. So I put a bunch of those in there. This is from the fitted side of a vintage sheet. So if you get vintage sheets, save them because they look super, super cute. Another little dangle, more workbook, another little old reader, lots and lots of workbook, kind of school related. There's a French piece in the middle, some little clusters here and here. This was from, I have a Martha Stewart punch, and I just had it in my stash, and in the stash where I did the reverse, and I just cut it in half because it was pretty dainty, if you will. And so I put that, glued it down on there. And then we've got just the reverse here. I'll stop when this is one of my favorites. I love this this is Kate Greenway. I think from the 30s, maybe, I believe. Oh, here is the mouse paper. And so let's see, will the mouse paper and the envelope fit in there? I hope. Ooh, maybe not. No. Okay. So here, we'll just pop this in here. And I do have this paper clip, so maybe, ooh, let's just pop this here, because this is just a plain page. Again, I tried to leave lots and lots of writing space, but still embellish to a point where there's the back side of that. There's lots of surprises along the way. Another little dangle with tons of little pieces that you can use. I try to do that with the things that I stick into the pockets or that I hang from the pages. They can be used throughout the journal. We made these together not so long ago. This is from the Martha Stewart punch. This is my Kool-Aid dyed paper that's punched out with that. Some more GIMP. And then this is we made these together too. It's just kind of little tiny scraps, and we just made belly bands and pockets. And then there's this little journal card from I think from a Rand McNally. This one, I don't think I did it in that one, has a old flash card in it, a really big oversized one, so use as a bookmark. These Carrie the Paper Monkey gave me. Actually, she gave me a box of these, and this is one of hers, and I stuck the little ladybug on there, and there's a little paper clip and a library card. This was from a cover of an old book. This we did some experimenting on. This is some more mixed media paper, but it looks really cute. This is just a library pocket with a flash card. And then these are some of those pieces that we used and when we played with making circles. This is a envelope, and I don't need that on there anymore. It is an envelope, and then there's goodies inside of here, and then there's just a little side tuck there. Let's see. This is one of my little banner. This is not a pocket. It's just a little banner kind of cluster that I made from some of the scraps. Now, in the middle, this one I did right. So inside of here, I did not put anything in it. But this is what I was talking about, Midori style. So someone can put their own pages and just writing pages in there and fill it up as much as they wish. Or they can just choose to leave it like it is. But the choice is there. There's an old playing card. This is from a library. This is one of my library cards that are inside of that. That's inside of it in pink. And we've got just another piece. Again, these are all pieces that were in my stash, and I repurposed. These are cute. This is cute. It's a punch card, and I just put a little ribbon on there. Another little, I think this one might be maybe from Sesame Street. I'm not sure. Don't recall. Your key to schoolwork. Lots of vintage pages in here. Lots and lots and lots. go. This looks like it's upside down. Well, it is upside down, but it was one of those that flipped both ways, so you had to pick. There's another one of those little mouse papers with another envelope. This was just stationery. I used 2 pieces. These are from a grocery store. They were from the billboards that they used to pop in, you know, and the prices. More Braille, a little card, and just a little journal card. This is a piece of vellum that was from Mixed Media, and I just left it with that curve. It feels kind of cool. This is some antique book page. That was from our friend Sarah at New England Junk Journals. This was Kool-Aid dyed, and then it was parchment that I had left over, and then I just put a piece of hymnal in between it. This was inspired from our late friend, Rhonda without an H. She did a lot of these, and it was just really cute. And I love that crinkly feel. So, an ode to her. Another journal card, and another big pocket. This is an envelope. It's got another journal card inside of here. Another one of my clusters. Some GIMP. A little kitty cat. More book page. Vintage dictionary. This is coffee dyed and baked paper, so it's got like the really dark edges. Another pocket. This is one of the fingerprint pieces that we did some time ago, and it's inside of this piece that we did with the these we made when it was the hashtag when I did 100 days 100 day challenge ATH around the house, and we used a squeegee. So that was what that was from. Fun times. More antique book page. Lots of little tickets and little things inside of here to play with. Lots and lots and lots of goodies tucked inside. More workbooks. More of the sheet. Another vintage page that's been coffee dyed. And then we get to the second. This is the other side, the other part of the arithmetic workbook, duplicate pages. I love those. And we're coming to the end. There's just some random forms underneath a little tiny fabric flip. These we did together and made these into guest checks. There's just some simple little Project Life cards in there. This is from yes, from a vintage. It's like from the, I think this is from the 30s too, workbook. A blank page. This is from that Kate Greenway book. There's just another little clip on there. This was just a side tuck. These were some of the pieces that I found in Mo's stash, and they were already cut, so I just made it into kind of a side banner tuck piece. So that is holding in the little flashcard. Just a little pocket. These are some of the pieces that we made together when we were doing some mental mindfulness and doodling. And then the back page, again, has some Project Life cards, some index cards that are kind of fun, and in a fabric pocket. And it is signed right there. So this, my friends, will also be on the Maker's Market. It is, again, 6 by 8.5. It is 104 pages, so 208 pages altogether, if you figure it all out. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through of these two journals. If you have not been to the Maker's Market, you'll want to go check it out. It's district.net/Maker's Market. You'll find many talented artists and resellers of new and vintage art supplies over there. So if there's something that you're interested in, I'd hop over there and check it out. Join us. We do a lot of fun things together. We also go live. We do unboxings. We do live sales over there. It's just a really good community of people, and I don't want you to miss out. So hop over, check it out. Until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.